crickets sing along the wind in the mountainside woods. I never felt happier. I hate the human struggle for life and how noisy it can be. In silence, I lonely sit here in the shadow of a white, swift passing cloud, smiling at the sky through the leaves.
The victors of the times gone by, the slaves to our own existence, the heart that pumps the life in us, the eyes that see not the truth, that we are our own damnation. The tree of life nourishes the soul. It gives purpose to us.
Listen, the trees sing. They have deep dug roots bound one another. Life breathes and shines through their branches. A lonely tree can never stand. A lonely tree can never sing.
Purpose? Is that what unites us? That we are bewildered and desperate to find ourselves, to unravel the meaning of it all, in the hope that we might be content. Do we will what we will, or does our will wills for us?
I wonder if I had someone with me. Will the wood's melody, the birds chattering really change? Would it not be a dissonant noise? What if now communion was nothing but servitude or conflict? What if I had the choice, not the need, nor the duty of community?
Choice. We all have one. We all are given moments that decide who we become. The path we take that leads us to our end. The end? Is there one? The Garden of Eden where there is no sorrow, only happiness. Perhaps there is. Perhaps there's not. Perhaps there's only death. And death is a crossing.
I am not a tree made of branches. I am not a leaf. I have my own wind to sing along to. I know my task to be mine only. I ask, how deep do our roots run?
The old pass the torch to the young who become the bearers. The torch, the mercy and kindness that dwells in us all. The hand that lends to help the drowning, or the one that guides the blind. And so to the ones before us, and the ones after us, we owe this much. To see happiness and not despair, to help others and not harm, to be good and avoid evil, till we meet the end of our passage.
Community is a group sharing a common understanding and often the same language, law, manners and tradition. Someone once told me that community was not a choice. You are born in a certain state with laws and traditions. You don't get to choose whether you belong to that community or not. I disagreed with him. We cannot always choose which community to be part of, but we can always choose which community to feel part of. And I also agree with him. Community is also longing and mourning all the things you could have been and done if you were only given the chance to, and feel no shame for it.
The universality of the tragedy that hit our virus-stricken community shut the productive gears. Togetherness was swiped away with self-isolation. individuals fell into fear, and the begging for salvation brought upon lifelong mutations.
A group of men and women leading a common life according to a rule. The rule of God, the rule of state, the rule of family. Community is made by rules created by the members and to which the members obey. Community is about trust and faith in the laws and in the people enforcing them. Community is about knowing the limits and respecting them. Often, it is about believing that these limits exist for a higher reason and feel no shame for it. A priest once told me that his community will always be there for me. I smiled and I walked away.
Humbled by the silence, the absence, the pause on madness, daily frenzy shifted into stillness. Humbled by the fragility of the human body, of what we called society, before welfare was turned into warfare.
This one is my favorite. A group of animals or plants that live and grow together. Community is growing steady because of the similarities, growing strong because of the differences. Community is about helping the other to grow. Community is flourishing together as individuals and still choosing to be committed to the group. Someone once told me that the stronger ones are always better off alone. I say to her, you may be right, but still here they are, alone. And I know they feel shame for it.
Dysmorphic and distorted realities, pluralities, merging into a common call, embracing true human needs for all, an unexpected shift in trajectory that could be the return of humanity.
This is my personal definition of community. Community is choosing to believe in something and to belong somewhere while having the possibility to live. Community should not be a cage. Community should not shape me as a person. Community will draw my perimeter, define the blurry lines of a shapeless soul, help me define who I am. But this will not be enough. I have faith. I have tastes. I have passions. I have purposes. I have places to which I belong, and I am complete, but I'm not yet finished. How could a community be enough to contain all of me? How could many communities be enough to contain all of us? They cannot. And that's okay. It is okay to belong and to still feel like an empty shell, an unfinished work, an unspoken phrase, as it is okay to not belong at all. Just remember to leave the door wide open and feel no shame for it. Did you feel the shame?
I felt a funeral in my brain when our hectic peninsula begat some small, lonely islets. I felt a renewal in my brain when straits full of echoes and flags were thrown between us all. I felt a funeral in my brain, and mourners left away kept treating, till it seemed that sense was breaking through. And wrecking the succinct reliefs, the sirens, like a drum, kept beating against the window's pane, till I felt my mind was going numb. We watched often the masked silhouettes, the rare, wandering shadows. Did you feel this neighbor walking the dog? Did you see the beauty of the old couple? Divided, different as the characters of our poems, building words, building sense, importance, united in communion in our verses of opinion, of peace, of poetry, chanting the diversity in community.
बिखरे हुए मुख्तलिफ हमारी नज़मों के किरदारों की तरह इन लफ्ज़ों की अहमियत को बुनते हुए
分离着，存疑着，正如我们诗词之色，构建着词句，搭基着感受，凝聚着分量，统一着，互通着，在我们诗文里归于想法，归于和平，归于诗意，念诵着集体中多元与分异。
Rozdілені, różni jak postacie naszych wierszy, budując słowa, budując sens, ważność. Ograniczeni w komunii,
divididos,
w naszych
diferentes,
wersach,
como os personagens de nossos
o
poemas,
pokoju,
construindo
poezji,
palavras, construindo
śpiewając
sentidos,
o różności
importância,
w społeczeństwie.
unidos, em comunhão, em nossos versos de opinião, de paz, de poesia, cantando a diversidade em
Divisi,
comunidade.
differenti, come le nostre poesie, creare un mondo, creare un significato, un'importanza. Uniti nella comunità, nelle nostre opinioni attraverso i nostri versi, versi di pace e di poesia, cantando le differenze nella comunità.
संयुक्त सम्मिलित सलाहों के अनुवाक्यों से प्रेरित अमन की और आवामों की बिरादरी में अनेकता की एक पुकार,
construisant des mots, construisant du sens, de l'importance, unis en communion à travers nos vers d'opinion, de paix,
مقسمة
de poésie,
ومختلفة
chantant la
مثل
diversité de la
الشخصيات،
communauté.
قصائد، بناء كلمات، بناء حس، أهمية، متحد بالتواصل في آياتنا، السلام، الشعر، ترديد التنوع في المجتمع.